I think the guy who works on this production line ought to know by now that if you put screws over there, it's going to go through the sheeting all the time. You think they know, don't you?
It's RV inspection day again. We are in Buchanan, Virginia, and we are going to inspect this Montana High Country 331 RL. Now, we should know this model inside and out by now because I'm going to link a video above so you can watch the first one we inspected. And this is going to be the second one. So keep your fingers crossed that we don't find anything, and our customer is certainly crossing his fingers that we don't find anything. We'll update you at lunchtime and at the end of the day.
All right, first glimpse. Let's go. I'm gonna bring you on the other side. So this time we got lucky. There was a salesperson, service person, I don't know who he is, but from one unit to the other, 2 different people. Isn't that funny? Same place, same facility. This guy set us up with water. Actually put me 50 amps instead of 30. So this is cool. This is unbelievable. So it just made me think I had to test this. Okay, so we're good. We got water before I start this. But here, right away, see, I have this screw that's going into the siding. And that's brand new. But hey, it's just a screw. So they just had to tap it off. I think the guy who works on this production line ought to know by now that if you put screws over there, it's going to go through the sheeting all the time. You think they know, don't you? I just wanted to bring this up. There's a lot of great units out there. And sometimes, like this customer, this is the second unit we had to go through. Yes, it is the second. But there is a lot of good structure. Bad luck sometimes, window stays open, or water intrusion from seal that wasn't done. There's a lot of quality problem. You will have to have an inspection. And places like this will charge you $995 for their inspection, which is bogus. As you know by now, PDI stands for what? You're right, probably didn't inspect. So why would you pay $995 for probably didn't inspect? Nothing. As you know, they've done their PDI, we always come after, and then they said, no, PDI was done, bring your inspector, just like they did here. But they would have found what we found earlier. Yeah, right. I know who works in here. Believe me, they wouldn't have found that. I'm not trying to be special or pump us ass or whatever, I'm just saying. That was it for now. I'm gonna bring another topic. This unit was on the showroom floor, by the way. I already know it was open, and that's already something I've checked. This slide out, for me, when I looked at it from the outside, I can tell it was a little bit like this. Nothing much you can do. There's 3 roller here, and that's about it. But I thought, okay, yeah, I'll bet you that it's crooked a little bit. Well, shush, look at this. So here's the seal. There's no seal there. And here's the other seal. So here's another one that you can see the top is flush, and this end is sticking out about 1/2 inch, and on top of there it's flush. So it's the same thing, and that's what I've said before, even on some of those Newmar. Sometimes the box is crooked, or sometimes the sidewall is crooked. So you choose which one you want on this one, and most likely for me, that's probably the sidewall that's out of square. So now your rubber, they staple it to the side, and if the side's like this, well, it's out of whack. But nothing you can do. You either take it or leave it. Does it work as intended? It's right on the edge, but it probably does the job that it's supposed to do. So we'll see when we open it. All right, so let's get to work.
So let's talk about the stow and go. You're traveling down the highway and you don't want other people's germs, right? You want to come in, have lunch, go to the bathroom, and possibly go to bed. So this is pretty decent. You're not going to get to your living room area, but you can get to both sides of the fridge, which is fantastic. So you can actually pack your lunch. You can also get to the bathroom right up here, and your bed is flush right here, but you can easily crawl and get into bed. Speaking of beds, do you guys have a hard mattress in your RV? This is not a paid advertisement, by the way, but Pierre and I purchased a Montana Wilderness. They come in many different comfort levels. For us, it's plush. We have a discount code below, so check it out in the description and get yourself a comfortable mattress so you can have a good night's sleep.
All right, so end of the day recap. It started to rain, so I'm gonna bring you up on the roof, give you a couple of tips of what I found, what I look at, and what you have to tend to. Let's go up there. So I'm gonna have to do that quickly, but here's the rear end. So see those little gaps, those little corners that you'll see when you go up. And this one, I have some underneath also you gotta tend to. Different sealant. So this, I would say lap sealant. On the side, I would say ChemLink. That's what I use for the side. All right, so even this, see this screw head, didn't have sealant. This side, I was looking in the black and I can see there's weather, and that's brand new. This is a brand new unit. Please tend to that. Stay awake. Go around your things. Walk on here once in a while. Get yourself something to do. See, this one is on the verge everywhere that I feel. Well, these little bubbles, like I showed you before, you have to keep an eye on this. And here's the front end. Front end on the curb side. It's not too bad. Front end on the street side. Whoa, okay, now we got something missing here. So these screws, water goes right in there, goes right in your bedroom. Tend to it, keep it alive. See this one guard? You need to put sealant right there. All right, well, over and out for me. I gotta go back downstairs while it's now pouring. So I'll see you down there. So still part of the end of the day recap. So on every corner, I have this problem. See this hole? See what it did? That's because this screw is sticking out. So that's those corners. And on every corner, it is the same thing. So from here to here, same thing. Underneath, I got this dangling hose for the water. That kind of bothers me, but hey, it's not structural. It's just a detail. I just bring it up. And hopefully, it'll save you some hassle and you can actually come up here, pick up your stuff, and go. Laurel is inside, as you know. It's raining, so she's gonna stay inside. I'm kidding. Everything in the water system worked fine. Everything was good. Nothing leaked. We're still working on a pump. Water heater works good. Furnace worked good. This is called what we call the oops switch. So as you can see, I tested it, so that's all good. Let's go see what Laurel has inside.
Okay, so let's recap today's RV inspection. It's been quite a day. Let's start with backsplash. A lot of times the adhesive does not stick to the wall, and in this case, it's not sticking. And not only that, there's no sealant holding it to the countertop. So it's just something that needs to have sealant. Is it a deal breaker? No. The other thing, I went through all of my water from my kitchen sink to my 2 lavatories, to the toilet, to the shower. No leaks at all whatsoever today. So that makes me really happy. I also did our customer a favor. I said, you know what? I've got to test the vacuum. Why not vacuum his floors for him? So the vacuum works perfectly. And this particular unit was in the showroom floor. We actually brought it out of the showroom and into this parking lot so we could inspect it. So it was PDI'd so that everybody could walk through and see how beautiful it was. I see all this wire residue and dirt all over the floors, but it was PDI'd for you. And if it was PDI'd, we'd have propane. The stove is not working. The stove would work. If the PDI was complete, we would have propane attached to the oven and the stove, but it's not. The water heater's working, so go figure on that one. Pierre always checks the breaker box. He opens it up, he gets inside, he makes sure all the wires are tightened in there. This was the loosest that he's found on any unit we've ever inspected. He had to tighten up those screws today, but he got it taken care of. And checking all of my appliances today, the fridge was not turned on 12 hours prior because, like I said, it was in the showroom. But in the short amount of time that I did have to check it, it came up, it was getting colder, and it was getting to freezer temp, which was great. And the microwave worked perfectly. Got the tea water nice and hot. Something I want to remind you, if you live in an RV or you're looking to buy an RV, make sure to check your emergency windows. It's really important. When they come new from the factory, they're really stuck and they're hard to open, so you want to make sure that you work them. If you've been living in there for a while, make sure you don't have a lot of stuff in front of it and open them once in a while. And if you have kids, show them how to use the emergency windows. That's what they're for. So that is today's wrap-up, synopsis. So remember, and do never forget.
It's not that off. The destination is all about the journey.
If you enjoy our videos, please hit that free subscribe button, give us a thumbs up, and share with your RV friends. And don't forget, leave us a comment. If you don't know what to put, just say C4BO, comment for Blue Ox.